Arsenal fumble. Another big away performance.
50 Cent. Shady.
Well, it's same old Arsenal. Liverpool have beaten us again at Anfield and are the first team to score past us this season. Now, I had my doubts about the game as soon as I saw the lineup, with Mikel Arteta deciding to start Martinelli over Eze and also play 3 defensive midfielders in midfield. Now, both teams created very little and the game was quite cagey at times. However, after the first half, with the game being very tight and Liverpool really not doing too much, the game was there to be won by Arsenal. But, as usual, Arteta's cautious mindset and tactics meant we were playing with our handbrake on for most of the game and looked like we would have taken a draw from the first minute of playing. And then, ironically, we ended up getting beaten by a set piece, which was a world-class free kick from Szoboszlai. I cannot understand why he did not start Eze, a player that's fit. He's already faced Liverpool this season and he is eager to impress after his big money move to Arsenal. And then to bring him on with 15 minutes left is just an insult, especially after what we had to witness from Martinelli's performance. Now, speaking of Martinelli, how in 2025 is he still starting for Arsenal Football Club? What does Arteta see in him that not one Arsenal fan has seen in the last 3 years? He can't dribble, he can't pass, he can't score, and he never makes runs in behind. He was absolutely useless for the entire time he was on the pitch yesterday. And when he did get it, he was completely wasteful and would either lost the ball or dribbled it out of play. Shambles. I mean, look at this. He has a chance in the first half to play in a simple ball through to Gyökeres on the left side, but instead chooses to ignore him and dribble towards the corner flag, with it then being ended up in a goal kick.
Amazing!
The guy has zero football IQ. And then for Arteta to mention Eze's name in his post-match interview, but stay silent on his son Martinelli's performance, is a disgrace. Now, word on Gyökeres, who I really am starting to feel sorry for, because he's clearly a striker that is going to be involved minimally in the build-up. But when the ball is in and around the box, that will be his time to shine. The only problem is, he doesn't get the ball in and around the box. In fact, he gets zero service at all from what I've seen so far. Now, Arteta really needs to get into our wingers, our midfielders and our fullbacks to start feeding Gyökeres more frequently. Similar to what Sir Alex Ferguson did years ago when they signed the snake RVP, telling players like Ferdinand and Scholes to start passing him the ball more. I've seen it time and time again where someone like Timber or Declan Rice will ignore the run Gyökeres makes in behind and instead opt to go either sideways or backwards. So it's on both Arteta and the players to start playing to Gyökeres' strengths. Otherwise, I'm telling you now, we will never see the best of him. We've seen they can do it with Calafiori last week against Leeds, playing a ball in behind, and surprise, surprise, Gyökeres ran onto it and scored his first goal for Arsenal. Now, this could have easily been done in yesterday's match against Liverpool, who were playing a ridiculously high line, with Van Dijk and Konate pushing right up to the halfway line, and there was so much space in behind that we never even tried once to play a ball over the top for Gyökeres to run onto. My final thoughts on this game are, a lot of fans talk about Arsenal's record against the Big Six and our 22 unbeaten game run against these teams. However, they fail to mention that it's been 13 years since our last league win at Anfield and 10 years since our last league win at the Etihad. This for a team who has spent the money we have and are meant to be challenging for league titles is simply not good enough. And unfortunately, it reflects the mentality the manager has going into these big away games where they lack courage and he is happy to settle for a draw even before the game begins. This was proven again yesterday in the lineup he decided to pick. So from what I've seen, and I know it's only been 3 games, however, from the 2 away performances at Old Trafford and now Anfield, nothing has changed from last season. Arsenal still create nothing from open play, Arsenal still rely only on set pieces to score a goal, and Arsenal still have the best defence in the Premier League. But unfortunately, having the best defensive record in the Premier League isn't enough to win you the Premier League title. This was proven last season, and the stats are there for everyone to see in black and white. I mean, look at this. How is it possible, with all the investment that's been made, that Arsenal Football Club are second from bottom out of the teams to create chances from open play? Only second to Sunderland, a newly promoted team. And that's on Arteta to fix and find a better balance between attack and defence. Otherwise, I can assure you it will be another year of Arsenal being the nearly men, even after all the investment we've made. Now, looking at a couple of the other games over the weekend. Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. Fulham got robbed. Yes, VAR has come in the aid of Chelsea yet again. 18-year-old Josh King thought he scored his first goal for Fulham, only for it to be chalked off due to a foul on Trevor Chalobah made from Muniz. VAR and refereeing in this country is now at an all-time low, and games are more often now being decided by decisions made by refs rather than the actual players on the pitch. And I'll say it again, the Premier League is meant to be the richest league in the world, and yet it employs complete and utter morons to officiate the games. We see shocking decisions every single week now, with games being continually stop and start, with there being no flow whatsoever in the game. Seriously, football nowadays is completely unrecognisable to the football I grew up watching. There is absolutely no accountability for these decisions. We might get the odd apology from the PGMOL every now and again, but for the most part, every ex-referee and their mates in the media seem to defend and double down on every single incorrect call and VAR judgment. Fans really have had enough, and I'm with them, to bin VAR and the over-analysis of every moment in a game. So well done to Chelsea, who have yet again benefited from another VAR decision. Forget the £2 billion they spent on players. The best investment they've made is becoming a sponsor for the PGMOL. Then looking at Man United 3, Burnley 2. Yes, the 6-pointer at the bottom of the league. Yes, United nicked it at the end with a soft pen on Ahmad, scored by Bruno Fernandes, where the ref didn't bump into him this time, so he actually managed to put it away. Pussy! And surprise, surprise, VAR was involved again, with Burnley having a perfectly good goal ruled as offside when, I mean, look at this. And you tell me which part of his body is offside from these pictures. The bit VAR have highlighted is his fucking arm, which you can't score with anyway. So for me, it's the wrong decision, and I've said it for ages, these automated offsides need to be more beneficial to the attackers rather than for the defenders, so we see more goals. Because at the minute, we have lost level as a game. But fair enough to United. I mean, the only positive them winning is that Amrin will get to keep his job, which, if that means they have to win every now and again so he doesn't get the sack, then I'm all here for that. Hashtag Amarim in. So well done to United, you've got your 3 points and you climb all the way up to 9th. So, let's have a look at the Premier League table now. With Liverpool beating Arsenal, They are the only team now to hold a 100% record with 9 points. Then looking around the middle of the table, Crystal Palace have moved up to 8th after smashing Aston Villa yesterday 3-0. And looking towards the bottom, we have Wolves and Aston Villa, who have really got off to bad starts 3 games into the new season. Oh, and this got confirmed the other day. Yeah, league's done, guys. League's done. Call it a day now, son.